Are we getting signs that a recession is on the way? It seems like every single time that I turn on the news, whether that's CNBC or I'm reading a news article online, there's so many people out there that are sounding the alarm that a recession is coming. And if you've taken a look at some of the recent job layoffs that have happened at Amazon, at UPS, at Microsoft, at Facebook, and many other large companies out there, that you might be wondering if this time it's right. Now, let's face it, it seems like every 3 to 6 months, we're always hearing that a recession is coming. The market might pull back a little bit, and then all of a sudden it rebounds and we continue to hit all-time highs in the market. But this time feels a little different. I mean, I just recently saw an article where it said there were over 2 million car repossessions in 2025. So you add that with a lot of the layoffs that have been happening at some of these major corporations across the US, and it could be a signal that this time could be different. On top of these large major institutions having massive layoffs across the US and repossessions at an all-time high, I'm talking about numbers we haven't seen since 2009, we also have an issue with inflation. A little over a month or so ago, the Fed reduced the interest rates by 25 basis points. And then just last week, we saw another Fed rate cut of 25 basis points. And I know that the market was hoping that it would be 50 points, but it ended up being 25 points. And everything that I'm reading, it shows that inflation is starting to creep back up. So you've got a really tight job market out there. Inflation is going the wrong way. And the Fed just recently said that they may not be cutting rates again in December. I think all of that is a recipe for a potential recession to actually hit sometime in 2026 or before that. So in today's video, we're going to be going over some of the things that I would be doing to prepare for a potential recession for 2026. And the very first thing that I would be doing is getting my financial house in order. Now, this would be true whether or not we're talking about a recession being around the corner or we're in a bull market. We have to know where our money is going every single month. Every dollar that comes in, it needs to be accounted for, and every dollar that goes out needs to be accounted for. Now, a lot of us, we don't budget. We think that we can do it in our head. I'm telling you, that's not the way to approach this. You want to make sure that you're really sitting down and taking this serious, because remember, to me, this time feels a little different. Maybe it's not a full-blown recession or a full pullback in the market, but it just feels like something is coming and it feels a lot different. So I'm just going to be making sure that I have my financial house in order. I'm going to know where every dollar is going, and I'm going to be hyper focused on making sure that I try to reduce the amount of money that I have going out every single month on things that don't matter. Now, I know we have the holidays right around the corner here in the US. We've got Thanksgiving, and then of course, Christmas is right after that. So this is the point in time where you want to make sure that you have your budget in place right before we hit those holidays, and you can control how much money you have going out. So this year, make sure that you're not going into debt or going broke, trying to spend more money than you bring in on these holidays. And the second thing that I'm going to be doing is I'm cutting out everything that's a liability. We're talking about unused subscriptions, unused gym memberships. We're talking about taking a look at car loans that are 8, 10, 12% interest rate on. I'm really taking a hard look at those and determining, do I really need those? Do I really need that car at 12% interest that I'm paying $900 a month for over the next 66 plus months? No, I don't need that. So I'm going to get rid of that. I'm getting rid of everything in my life that is a liability that's going to prevent me from being able to weather any storm that comes my way. If you're somebody out there that has a car loan or you have some other type of loan that's out there, but you're in an okay place financially, just focus on getting those knocked out and paid off as soon as possible. We want to make sure that we're heading into 2026 with the least amount of debt possible and being able to invest and or save the most money possible. I can't tell you how many people I know that make $100,000+ a year and they're living paycheck to paycheck, and they're one job loss away, one recession away from losing everything. Don't let that be you. Get prepared today and don't let that be you. The third thing that I'm going to be focused on is making sure that I have enough cash stacked up on the sidelines to make sure that I can ride out any issues that come my way, right? Remember, I just talked about that we are in a constricting job market and there's a lot of companies that are laying people off. You don't want to get caught flat-footed and not have money on the sidelines to where you can actually access those funds to take care of your business on a month-to-month basis. Some people talk about the need to have an emergency fund, and I actually agree with this. The only point that I disagree with is that you have some people that say they need 9, 12 months worth of expenses in a savings account to make sure that if anything happens, that they'll have enough money to be able to survive. I personally wouldn't have that much money in a savings account, but based on a lot of the things that are going on these days, I'm making sure that I'm stacking a little bit more cash than I normally would on the sidelines just to make sure that I'm all right. You never know what's going to happen. And in the event that something does happen, I want to make sure that I have money sitting on the sidelines to make sure that me and my family are straight. And then the other reason that I want to stack money on the sidelines is because if the market pulls back, whether that's the housing market, the stock market, I want to have capital ready to deploy and invest whenever the market pulls back. That is the best way and the best opportunities that we have is on these market pullbacks. So if you have cash on the sidelines, you'll be ready to deploy that capital and be able to make those investments at much lower prices than they are today. The fourth thing that I would be looking to do is continuing to invest in the stock market. Yes, I just talked about a potential recession coming. Yes, I just talked about the market potentially pulling back, but I would rather be in the market instead of trying to time the market. And over the past several years, every time that the red light has been flashing, that a recession is coming, the market is going to tank, if we're ready for a big time correction, it just never happens. Now, that's not to say that it won't, but again, I want to be in the market. So I'm going to continue to invest every single month into the stock market, whether the stock market is up or the stock market is down. Now, I have started investing in a brand new portfolio right here on this channel back in January of 2024. And I've been investing in it for almost 2 years straight. Now, if you haven't had an opportunity to check out my daily investing series on my channel, I'll make sure to link them down in the description below. Make sure you jump in and you check those out because starting in January of 2026, I'm starting a brand new $5 a day investment challenge. And if you haven't started investing in the stock market, you want to make sure that you jump into that so you can tap in to your future self to have future wealth. The next thing that I would be looking to do is finding ways to diversify my income. Now, there are a lot of people out there that have picked up gig work in addition to their 9-to-5. And if that's something that's working for you, I would continue to do that. In fact, I would either double or triple down on that to make sure that I can maximize the amount of money I can get in case it dries up in the future. Now, I've mentioned in a previous video that depending solely on the income that you make from your 9-to-5 can be a huge mistake. That's something in a position you never want to put yourself into. And no, I'm not talking about having these side hustles that pay you $10,000 a month, but there should be ways that you're making money outside of your 9-to-5 just to supplement that income. If at this exact moment, you are solely dependent on the money that you make from your 9-to-5, let this be a sign. Let this video be a sign to you, a wake-up call that you have to go out there and figure out ways to make additional income. So those are just a few of the things that I would actually be looking to do to make sure that I could be prepared for a recession or a downturn in the market. And on top of that, any investments that I have in the stock market, in the crypto space, in the real estate space, I would not panic and sell those positions if the market turned around tomorrow. Now, that's one of the reasons I talked about making sure you had cash on the sidelines, because in the event that we do have that downturn in the market, I don't want to be pulling money out of the stock market. I don't want to sell when the market is low. I want to sell when the market is up and we're on a bull run. And the way that I avoid selling my investments when the market is pulling back is I make sure that I have cash on the sideline. So I'm not going to be panicking when the market pulls back. I'm going to be looking at this as an opportunity because I'm getting prepared right now to take advantage of any potential downturn in the market. All right, guys, you know what they say. If you fail to plan, then you actually plan to fail. It seems real this time. A lot of the talk that I've been seeing about a recession coming seems so real, especially in light of how the job market is looking. The government is still shut down, and it seems like everything is just going out of whack right now. I don't know. What do you guys think? Leave a comment down below. Let me know what you think. Do you think we're heading towards a recession? Do you think that this talk is overblown and everything is going to bounce back? What are your thoughts on the job market? I'd really like to know. Leave a message down below and let me know.